What's going on, guys? As you can see, we have hit the 80,000 mile mark on the 2015 Ram ProMaster diesel. I bought this van with 0 miles, and I bought this van with the intent to travel and explore. Now, I know van life has been around for a little while, but this was before it really took off. I just seen a couple people converting a cargo van into a travel van, and it inspired me to do the same. When I bought this van, I didn't paramotor. I basically used it to tow my mountain bike around, my motorcycle, my dirt bike. I would do some hiking and camping out of it. Basically, that's what I needed it for. Well, over time, with paramotoring, that has become my passion, the motivation to travel. It is May 19th. I'm heading west. The end goal, or one of the stops, is my property in New Mexico. I haven't been out there for about a year and a half, so I just want to check that out, do a little bit of flying, see how things look. Eventually, I'd like to maybe build something on that property, but I don't know yet. So I'm not 100% sure yet where this trip is going to take me, and to be honest, that's kind of how I like to travel. I just like to hit the road and stop when I want to stop, and maybe stay an extra day if I want to stay an extra day. So if you've got some time, hang out with me for a little bit for this video. We'll do a little bit of adventure. I did bring the Parajet MavMax EFI on this trip. I'm going to be flying at different altitudes, so that was one of the reasons for buying this unit. So I really want to test it out and see how it handles higher elevation launches, as well as getting much higher in the air and how that motor performs. Well, guys, I am somewhere in the middle of Arkansas. I've been driving about 7 hours, and I thought, hey, I should look for a spot to fly from. Conditions are looking pretty good this evening. Just happened to come across a small municipal airport just off I-40. So I'm going to drive down here, check it out, see if there's an opportunity to fly from here, just to get up in the sky for a bit, take a break from driving. It's getting old. All right, guys, let's see what we can do. Guys, this is awesome. There's I-40 right over there, right on my path. This super nice airport, and it's wide open out here. So there's a little bit of a breeze coming, but it's so flat out here, I'm not really too concerned about rotor or anything like that. So I'm gonna take it up. Let's go buzz around a little bit, have some fun. Now that was a fun flight. Nice laminar winds, and you saw from the images, this is just flat as can be. So really fun, got up high, played around a little bit. Sun is about to set. It's gorgeous. I'm half tempted to camp here for the night and just spend the night here, but I don't know. It'd be nice to get a couple more hours of driving in. 2 hours closer to my destination. So let's get everything packed up, hit the road. Well, day number 2 on the road. I slept at a regional airport last night. I was hoping to actually fly from there this morning. Looks like a little bit too big of an airport. So I'm gonna actually track down a smaller one. It's about 40 minutes from here, and we'll see if that's an opportunity. I kind of like this idea of hopscotching to different airports instead of looking for parks or open fields, that kind of stuff. As I'm not familiar with the area or any ordinances for the parks, or just trying to track down a spot that I can maybe fly from. So we'll see how this goes.
Okay, guys. We're going to do our first flight from New Mexico. Stayed at a hip camp last night. Just down the road, actually just over there. I was not expecting to be able to fly. I was under the impression that it was supposed to be super windy this morning. So I'm actually flying from a Dollar General here. You can see we got some really nice wind, perfect headwind. It's kind of an odd spot, right in this little dirt area. There's cars driving by. So this is a good test of the motor. The first time running, we're at like 4,000 feet. So we'll see how well this thing runs. Whoa! Oh yeah, she's running great. So it was a bit of a long drive. Got 20 plus hours to get out here. Trying to do that in 2 days is pretty rough. But I feel pretty good. I made a couple stops. Did some flying along the way. I tell you what, on this trip, having my motor put together makes it so much easier to just go for a flight when I want. I can literally be up in the sky in probably 5 or 6 minutes. Where my last trip, I had to break the motor down and put it together each time. And I don't think it discouraged me too much from flying, but there were definitely times where I'm like, do I want to go through all the hassle for just a few minutes? With this setup, I really don't mind just going up for 10 minutes even. Looks like maybe there's these tracts of land for sale out here. Yeah. So they got this little road back here. And these little sections of land for sale. Probably quite cheap would be my guess. So it's been a while since I've launched at 4,000 feet. I forgot how much less power you have. So you can see it took me a little bit longer to get off the ground, for the wing to inflate, and just to generate power. I think I'm going to bring it in. The forecast was supposed to be pretty bad for wind, so I don't want to push it. I'm just going to buzz right across the road here. Jesus. You know, I didn't give myself enough time to mentally prepare for the altitude and launching and landing. So, you know, you forget. You get so used to flying at low altitude that, hey, everything's just easy. Kind of debating maybe going up one more time just for the practice. I get the joy of a dusty wing again. Yeah. Nah, it's getting gusty out now. I think we'll pass. Oh yeah, look at those winds just all of a sudden. I picked a good time to land.
So just minutes after landing, that windsock was pegged. So I felt a little bit of bump, and I didn't go anywhere too far because I had a feeling that the winds were going to start picking up. But I landed at the perfect time. I'm going to pack up here. I need to grab a couple things from the Dollar General, then we'll head over to the property. I feel pretty good. After 2 days of driving, I think it was, you know, getting out and flying a few times, just getting out and stretching. I did a lot more stretching on this particular trip. As you get older, man, it takes some work to stay loose and limber. So anyway, let's finish up this drive. We got about 45 minutes and we'll be there, and then we can relax and chill out and get set up. Well guys, we made it. I was a little unsure if I was going to be able to pull the van up onto this ground. If you look down here, it's actually pretty packed sand. So I should be able to pull up here and actually drive the van pulling the trailer.